It was when he was rocking.
When he cut the mustard?
Yeah. Rod Stewart, You Wear It Well. On XFM 104.9. Yeah. This doctor, I mean, we should find out who he is, really, and if he's still practicing, because it worries me a little bit. That he, he did that. Also, I mean, he thinks he's got away with it, but how could he be sure those parrots wouldn't talk?
True.
You know what I mean? There were 6 of them. They probably got together and they probably put it on the internet.
I mean, I feel that story, Carl, it asks more questions than it answers.
Yeah,
really.
Like most of your stories.
Yeah, that's the problem. I always feel like I need a little bit more information. Like, did the parrot boy continue to live?
Yeah.
To a ripe old age, or did he die weeks later after this charlatan doctor who was going around, spurious information?
Did he break his nose trying to crack a big nut?
No, I think he was all right. He lived to a...
See, I'd have shouted, if I was that doctor, I'd have shouted back down the phone, are you sure you said parrot's blood?
Yeah.
You sure it was parrot's blood?
Listen, I mean, I'm not the best doctor in the world, but did you say parrot's blood?
Yeah, but what you're forgetting is you're going back to the time where, like, they used leeches to do, like...
No, we're not. We're going back to the late 70s if there's a phone call to America Direct.
Come on, Carl. They weren't calling America, like, in the medieval times or in the Victorian age. Come on, think about it, Carl.
Yeah.
This has got to be like the 30s or 40s to the earliest.
Right.
I'm intrigued to know where this... I think there's someone on the web who's just putting information on there to lead you astray.
Yeah.
Because you're the only person who finds this stuff. Other people are using this to write theses.
What were you looking up that then? What were you looking...
I always look at weird stuff.
What were you looking for?
But what do you type in the search engine to find parrot blood stories?
What were you looking for?
There was this woman with a weird head.
Why were you looking for that? What were you
Just because I'd heard about it. I'd heard, like, someone talking about it on another station.
Right.
About this woman with a funny head.
Right. I love the fact you're intrigued with these things. You go in the basement of Waterstones or Dillon's or somewhere, and there's these medical books. You'll love them, mate.
Yeah, but this is free on the internet, isn't it? It's all there.
Yeah.
So what, you typed in weird head woman or...
Lady with head.
Yeah.
Weird people or something I put in.
Sure.
Yeah. Did you come up?
Yeah. 7,000 hits, Carl Pilkington.
It's all there, isn't it? It's interesting. The one that I was telling you before about, what's the name? The lost letter.
The lost letter? What's
lost postcard that's just turned up. Some woman sent a postcard years and years ago to a niece or something, right? Yeah. And her niece was like 3 years old back then. And just now, I think like yesterday or the day before, postcard turned up 74 years late.
74 years late?
It took 74 years.
And that 3-year-old girl's been living in the same house that whole time?
Well, yeah.
Sure.
There's not weird about that.
You see what I mean? But there's always a question you can ask to just scratch the credibility of these stories.
Yeah.
There's always... It's like the apocryphal tale.
Was this the slugs? Was this those slugs from last week?
Yeah, well, they're holding back because they're slow, because the postman slug is useless. His round takes him 74 years. Then he's got to go back to the beginning. He's got 74 years, and they can't carry the bag. That's why they turn to glue. That's why they turn to glue.
Oh, pitiful.
It is pitiful.
So you don't believe that someone sent a postcard years ago and somehow it's been stuck in the bottom of a post bag or something, and it's only just...
Stuck in the bottom of a post bag? Yeah. That means that there's like a 95-year-old postman who's still wandering around.
Did you have to pay, like, the difference on the charges? Because presumably...
It wouldn't have had Queen Elizabeth's...
it was a penny black, presumably, was it?
Yeah. What would be on the stamp? It would have been invalid, surely.
See, these are the questions you should ask yourself.
No. It's the postman's fault. The post office can't turn
Who was
around.
only 3 at the time himself, wasn't he?
No, he is dead. Yeah, he'll be well and truly dead now.
Yeah.
But the fact is that the post office made an error, right? They lost this letter. It's only just turned up. They can't turn around and say, sorry about this, I hope it isn't urgent. It's turned up 74 years late, and by the way, you owe us 25 pence.
Yeah.
They wouldn't do that, would they?
That's true. That's true. You're asking questions, though, you see? That's true, you see? So, you're interested in, like, where sayings come from as well, aren't you? Because you told me one in the week, but that... I don't know if Steve's aware of that. Do you want to tell Steve this one?
What's this a saying?
Can we do this quiz?
We'll do the quiz later. I know you're excited about the quiz. Let's do that later. But what's this saying?
Right. What is the saying? Chucking a baby out with the bathwater.
Yeah.
Have you heard that phrase?
Don't throw the baby out with the bathwater.
Well, yeah.
Yeah.
Right. How would you use that?
Well, how would I use that? Don't throw the baby out with the bathwater. I suppose if you've been discussing something, you've come up with some plans, but you're slightly worried, and you might abandon the whole plan. Whereas there might be some ideas in there which are still worth retaining.
Exactly.
So you don't want to throw the baby out with the bathwater.
There might be something you can just change. And you don't. Yeah.
There might be a few ideas you can salvage from an otherwise worthless.
Well, the saying, right, comes from like years ago again.
Mm-hmm.
And
pre or post phone.
And ages and ages ago, when the bloke worked in the house, he was like the coal man, and then you had like.
No, it's important.
Then like the mum is like, she stays at home making the dinner, looking after the kids.
Yep.
And you've got like the little kid who's just growing up, messing about and stuff. So what